Good morning, students. Let's start today's class. Dear student, we are seeing the chapter 6, the Great Indian Desert. And before this, we saw the location and extent of the Great Indian Desert, from where it is located, and what is the extent of the Great Indian Desert or Thar Desert. And then after we have discussed about the location of many famous water bodies, you can say physical feature in Rajasthan, in the Great Indian Desert. Just for example, to the northeast of the Thar Desert there is Satluj River Basin, and to the south is a salt marsh known as the Great Run of Kutch. To the southeast is the Aravalli Range. The desert extends up to Pakistan. The desert extends up to the Pakistan in the west. So my dear student, today we are going to discuss about the landform of the Great Indian Desert. How what is the formation of landform in desert of the Great Indian Desert? So let's start. Dear student, as the land is very dry, I already told you about it that in desert region where there is scanty rainfall or there is scarcity of water, because there is very less rainfall or no rainfall, we can say. So the land is very dry. Dear student, when there is no water or less water, there will be condition of dry land, and when the condition will be dry, then there will be no vegetation work, and as the land is very dry, vegetation is scarce, and mostly only bushes and thorny shrubs grow here. In the desert region, in the Great Indian Desert, where there is very little rainfall, the land is dry, vegetation is scarce, means very less part of land is there where vegetation work is possible, and mostly only bushes मतलब होता है बेटा झाड़ियाँ, bushes and thorny shrubs. Thorny मतलब कटीली झाड़ियाँ, thorny shrubs grow there, means जो पौधे होते हैं वहाँ पे कटीले जमते हैं, grow here. River Luni flows through the region. River Luni, which river? Luni river flow through the region, but it has very little water throughout the year. Yes, student, the famous river of the Great Indian Desert is River Luni, and in River Luni there is very less water. The desert has many small hills of sand called sand dune. Sand dune, it is made by wind. Wind collects sand from one part of the desert and left it to another part of the desert, and their mound is created. Mound means टीला, ऊंची जगह. Mound is created there, and this mound of sand is called sand dune. It is called sand dune, and these dunes do not remain at one place. These dunes means this small hill of sand are not going to remain at one place. The strong wind of the desert keep moving the dunes from one place to another. These dunes changes its place. These dunes changes its place because of the condition of air. So dunes changes its place. They are not live there. They are not stop there at one place. The strong winds of the desert keep moving the dunes from one place to another. So this is the condition of dunes. Next is other. Beta, keep in mind the sand dune. Next is an oasis. It is important word for you. What is oasis? Oasis, restaurant where there is in desert. We can see in the desert everywhere there is dry region, there is sand, very less availability of water and greenery there. Means great disappointment means निराशा, है ना. ऑसिस एक चीज को और शो करता है बेटा, निराशा में आशा. जहाँ पे दूर दूर तक डेजर्ट में कहीं कोई पानी की एक बूंद नहीं दिखती है, वहाँ पे हरियाली नहीं दिखती है, वहाँ पे एक ऐसी छोटी सी जगह होती है, एक पार्ट होता है लैंड का, जहाँ पे कि वाटर अवेलेबिलिटी भी होती है और वहाँ पे ग्रीनरी भी पाई जाती है. सो सच टाइप ऑफ लैंड इन डेजर्ट इज कॉल्ड ऑसिस. ऑसिस निराशा में आशा. वेयर देयर इज नो होप, there is some hope. So you can see here an oasis is a small area. An oasis is a small area in a desert that has a supply of water. The remaining part of the desert are still dry. At the same time, a small area in a desert that has a supply of water and is able to support vegetation Why is able to support vegetation? Because there is availability of water, there is supply of water. When water supply is there, then place will be green and water will be there. And some important plants that grow there: date palms, kikar and babool trees grow well in these areas. Date palms, kikar and babool trees grow well in these areas. So these are the important trees that grow there in the desert region. So you can see here the condition of landform of the Great Indian Desert: very dry, thorny shrubs, Luni River is there, which have very little rainfall. Desert has many small hills that is called sand dune. Sand dune, it is created by wind and it's keep on moving from one place to another. And this is called sand dune. And important thing is Oshish, where there is no hope, there is some hope. So it is the small area in desert where there is no chance of water, there is some chance in a particular in a small area that has supply of water, and when there is supply of water, that place is able to support vegetation. Date palms, kikar and babul trees grow well in these areas. So my dear student, it's all about our today's class. Keep on watching my video. Do comment, like and subscribe the channel. If you want to get all the videos, you have to subscribe it and ask the other student to subscribe the channel. So wish you a great day. Thank you.